it's Jessie here. I'm back with another Slim Down Sunday video. How are you guys? I hope your week was well and you achieved all of your goals for the week. I did not. Guys, it was a hell of a week. You remember last week when I talked about how this week I didn't really have any hurdles that I would need to kind of jump over, and it would be a pretty easy going, smooth sailing kind of week? Unfortunately, that was not the case. We had a death in the family this week. We lost my father-in-law on Friday. He was pretty sick, so it wasn't a huge surprise, but still a loss nonetheless, and we're very kind of sad about it. Not kind of sad, there's no kinda about it, so we're pretty upset about it. My children especially, they just adored him, and they're feeling the loss a lot, but it really affected my weight loss this week because we were up at the hospital, so we were kind of eating out of vending machines for one day, and then my children were home for a couple of days, just like feeling the loss, you know, kept them home from school, and it just sort of really messed up my schedule. It is so easy to get off track on this weight loss journey. That's kind of the lesson for this week for me. It's so easy to get off track for a day or two and just never really get back on track. So my weight this week is actually up 1 pound. 257 pounds is what I weighed in at this morning. I know that part of that is excess bloating because I have not been nearly as good at the water intake as I should have been. We also had a very salty ham for dinner last night, so that doesn't help either. But I just wasn't making the wisest choices. You know, my husband was gone a lot, so that led to less like substantial cooking. I tend to cook less when my husband's not here. I don't know if that makes sense, but like it's just easier to grab something for me and the kids. I mean, I was still cooking, but I was cooking things that were really simple. We had just like kind of a fend for yourself night one night where we just had whatever. I think I ate cereal that night. And you know, comfort food, it's a lot of excuses is what it is, but I just wasn't making the best choices this week, and a lot of that had to do with the loss. We also had my aunt's birthday, so there was cake and ice cream for that. It's like every day, every week in January, I've got cake and ice cream that I've got to try to resist, and I don't resist well. So it was a rough week emotionally. We had the funeral. We have the funeral on Sunday, so the emotional roller coaster isn't over yet. But it was just rough. So I didn't do so well. Obviously, I know where I faltered. Just not eating well and not drinking nearly enough water. And that has been a struggle for me anyway, but you know, when you have 50,000 things going on, it just makes it harder. And you know, the loss of my father-in-law just was sort of like the excuse I needed to kind of pack it in this week. So not such a good week for me, but I learned some lessons. I learned how easy it is to get off track, like I was saying. You know, a week is such a short amount of time. It goes by so fast, and you either make really wise choices or you don't, and this week I just didn't. So up 1 pound, I'm still down 3 from my, you know, starting weight, and considering the way that I ate this week and just how everything played out, I'm happy with that. I'm surprised it wasn't more, to be honest. So, you know, it's just 1 week. It's a little teeny tiny step back. It doesn't mean that I quit. In the past, this would have been a really good excuse for me to just quit and say, you know what, I can't do it, whatever. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep going and hope that this week is better. I do have a birthday coming up this week. I do have a funeral coming up this week, and there's a lot of comfort food in that, you know, so I do have some hurdles. But you know what, life is full of hurdles, and I have to get better at figuring out a way to deal with them and not just give in to my temptation it's a learning process, and I'm a slow learner, I guess, but I'm not giving up. I'm not quitting. I'm still feeling pretty good. Like I said, considering, I think it's okay. I can't let it turn into a snowball situation where I just continue doing what I've been doing. So I have to rise above that. I need to make a meal plan for next week, and I think next week when I sit down to film this video, I'm going to go over some meal planning and things like that, maybe get some advice from you guys on that. I'm not going to do that today because I haven't really thought too much about it, which is probably part of the problem. You know, I'm not planning as well as I should, but overall, yeah, rough week for me. How did you guys do? I hope that you guys fared better than I did. I had so much fun reading your guys' comments in last week's Slim Down Sunday video and cheering those of you on that, you know, lost weight. I'm very proud of all of you, and I'm just loving the community, being part of this journey and being able to share it with you guys has been a lot of fun, and it's been really motivating. So you know, the Slim Down Sunday videos are accomplishing what I wanted them to accomplish. This week was just a wash. So anyways, that's my Slim Down Sunday for this week. Like I said, leave me comments. I want to hear how you guys are doing. Hopefully next week I will be back with some big losses to talk to you guys about, so stay tuned for that. I'll see you then. Bye.